A very good morning to all my students and welcome back also. So we are doing chapter 2, microorganisms. We have already started this chapter and I have given you a short introduction on this lesson. That what are microorganisms? The organisms that are not visible through our naked eye, but we can only see it under the microscope, that is known as microorganisms. Now microorganisms can survive in all types of climatic condition, whether it is a very cold climate, whether it is a very hot climate, whether it is in desert, whether it is in marshy land, it can survive in all types of extreme climatic condition. What is the reason behind this? This is due to the formation of a tough covering, protective covering known as spore or cyst, which the microorganisms develop in unfavorable environmental condition. This covering protects them from the harsh environmental condition. So this is what about microorganisms. And who is known as the father of microbiology? First we need to know what is microbiology. The study of microorganism is known as what? Microbiology. And who is known as the father of microbiology? Anton von Leeuwenhoek is considered as the father of microbiology. He was the first to see microorganism under the microscope. He not only discovered the microorganism, but also he had lots of contribution towards the improvement of microscope also. So Anton von Leeuwenhoek is considered the father of microbiology. Now today what we will discuss? Today we will discuss on the classification of microorganisms. How many types of microorganisms are there? So there are basically 5 main categories of microorganism. First one is the bacteria, second one is algae, third one is fungi, fourth one is protozoa, and the fifth one is what? Virus. So these are the main classification of what? Microorganisms. So now let's discuss the topic about classification of microorganisms. So microorganisms can be basically classified into 3 major categories. What are those? Number 1 is bacteria, number 2 fungi, number 3 protozoa, number 4 algae, and number 5 is virus. So there are basically 5 main categories of microorganisms. Microorganisms, they are also known as what? Microbes. So microorganism can also be known as microbes. So first we will see about bacteria. Now you can see in the picture, this is a picture of what? A bacteria. Bacteria are basically unicellular organism. Uni means single. It means it composed of only one cell. So it is a single celled microorganism which can be seen only under the microscope. Now this bacteria can be either beneficial or harmful to us. There are some bacteria which are very useful to us. For example, lactobacillus. We use lactobacillus in the preparation of curd. दही बनाने के टाइम में lactobacillus is of great use. So there are some bacteria which are useful to us and there are some bacteria which can be harmful. It can be both beneficial, it can be harmful as well. So this is about what? Bacteria. Now bacteria can be classified into many types depending on their shape. It can be rod shaped, it can be spiral shaped bacteria. So according to their shape, bacteria can be classified into many categories. Here in the picture you can see there is a rod shaped bacteria. So this is known as rod shaped bacteria. On the other side you will see there is a spiral shaped bacteria. So they are known as spiral bacteria. According to their shape, bacteria are so named. They are either named as rod-shaped bacteria due to their rod-like structure or spiral bacteria due to their spiral structure. Next comes what? Fungi. Now you can see in the picture fungi, it is non-green in color. Why it is non-green in color? It does not contain chlorophyll. Because green color is mainly due to presence of what? Chlorophyll. But they are non-green, so they do not contain chlorophyll. As a result, they cannot prepare their own food. They have to depend on other organisms for their food. Hence, their mode of nutrition is what? Heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic means what? When it depends on some other organisms for their food, they are known as heterotrophic organisms. Now, these fungi, they are mainly multicellular. Multi means many. They are composed of many cells. So, they are known as multicellular. Bread mold, mushroom, these are all common examples of what? Fungi, including penicillium also. So fungi, you will see, they never live alone. They remain in association with the body of others. So this fungi, it can be both beneficial, it can be either helpful to us or it can be harmful to us. So it is also like bacteria, it can be either helpful or harmful to us. So penicillium, over here you can see penicillium example is given. So from penicillium we can make a drug penicillin, which is used to cure malaria. So you can see this is one beneficial effect of fungi. Harmful effect of fungi includes skin infection and skin diseases. So these are some diseases which are caused by fungi. Now let's see what are the examples of some fungi. Bread mold. Yesterday only I have told you that if you keep bread during rainy season for a long period of time in moist condition, you will find some greyish patches grow on the surface of the bread. If you took that slice of bread and observe it under the microscope, you will find a structure somewhat like this, bread mold. Penicillium is another example of a fungi, and Aspergillus, this is also one example of fungi. Next type of classification is what? Protozoa. Now this protozoa, it can be either single-celled organism or it can be many-celled organism. That is why it is written unicellular or multicellular. They are mostly found in water and they cause diseases in humans and animals. Malaria is caused by what? Caused by a protozoa. So there are lots of diseases which are caused by protozoa. They mainly stay in water, so they spread diseases. Some common examples of protozoa are amoeba, plasmodium, paramecium. These are some examples of what? Protozoa. Plasmodium is responsible for causing malaria. So this is another classification of microorganism, that is protozoa. Next one is algae. Algae, they are also found in water bodies, in the river side or pond side. You will see somewhat like this. It is green. It is basically green in structure due to presence of chlorophyll. Since they contain chlorophyll, they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So their mode of nutrition is what? Autotrophic nutrition. It can be either unicellular, single-celled organism or multicellular, many-celled organism. Common examples of algae are, it can be either Spirogyra or Chlamydomonas, Volvox. These are some examples of algae. Next comes what? Virus. The word virus means poison. It is very harmful. So it is also one type of microorganism. Now this virus can survive only in the body of living cell. That is called host cell. Host cell means they need another body to survive, to multiply and increase in number. This virus is very harmful. They cause lots of diseases. For example, AIDS, you have heard of the term AIDS, HIV virus, hepatitis, influenza, common colds, as well as coronavirus. These are all examples of diseases which are caused by virus. So this is what a virus looks like. So here is overall classification of all the microorganisms. Bacteria, according to their shape, bacteria has been so named: spiral bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria. Examples of algae are Chlamydomonas, Pyrogyra. In the picture you can see protozoa, amoeba and paramecium are examples of protozoa. Fungi, bread mold, penicillium, these are all common examples of microorganisms. Here is a list of diseases which are caused by microorganisms.